let's make sure I hit the right button this time and make sure my microphone is actually working, which it should be. It appears to be, so good evening. Oh dear. As you probably guessed last time. And yeah. Okay, I've just got my monitor up over there so I can see. Yeah, that's running. Okay. Running a couple of seconds behind. See what's happening. Right. Where was I last? Right, I was saved to myself yesterday before. Okay. Random Steam patch. Alright. Which was up right as well. There we go. And one of my tablets has just lost connection. Excuse me. It's the one, the most important one, the one with the remote control. There we go. Right. Right. That's what I was doing. I was making a little kind of. Yeah. I remember now. Right. Let's turn the music down a little bit. There you go. Right, let's crack on. I'm going to connect those paths now. I'm thinking about it. Gotta concentrate. Right, I'm going to take that away and I'm actually going to actually connect this stuff together. There we go. So now I can drop people off, pick people up. Oh, there's rubbish all over the place. Oh, shit. Is that? Oh, that's an ugly path bit there. Right, let's get rid of that and let's put. There we go. There we go. Right. Oh god, there is a couple of. Right. Park management. Let's yeah, let's get some stuff in. Stuff. Janitors. Janitor. Oh god. Oh god. Maybe I forgot to put some janitors in earlier. There we go, an army of janitors. My mistake there, eh? Trust me to put yellow stuff in and it doesn't work. Oh well. Right. In fact, let's put a couple of janitors here as well. I'll also put a couple of mechanics. Just kind of maintaining the rise at the moment. And I don't think they can use the security. You've got to have security. Well, I should know a lot about that. Right. Right. What was I going to put in, wasn't I? Oh, yeah. Okay, right. So I'm going to fill this area up with rides, other bits and pieces, shops and cowboy stuff. So this is going to be like Cowboy Land. No? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to try to not swear on the stream. Try. Because apparently I have a bad habit of swearing. I probably have failed it already, I can't remember. Right. Track rides. Is it track rides? I want to do track rides. The jail is den. Oh, it's a ghost train. I should remember this from yesterday. Witch's Haunt. Do you know what I'm going to do though? Actually thinking about it. I'm going to bring up the what do you call it? Let's get rid of that. No, not Foursquare. Okay, workshop. There we go. Let's bring up the workshop because everyone knows every game's better with the Steam Workshop, and it's not running well. Normally it runs a lot smoother. Right. Okay, so I want let's type in Western. Give us like a Western theme. Okay. It's giving me a train station. Alright, okay, let's be a bit more specific. Yeah. Perfect. Right. Western carriage, that's pretty cool. Western zipper, I'm just clicking on random ones at the moment because, wow. Yeah. Who knows? Who cares? Right. And to be honest, that's all you're just seeing is just the Steam window. But there is loads of stuff that people make. I mean, yeah, let's have a decent look at this one. Okay. I mean, the Bumper Derby. I mean, how cool is that? Anyway, let's go back to the actual game. It's gone dark all of a sudden. I actually need to put some lights on, but just, yeah. Right, okay, so we go to rides. Go to the blueprints. And here is like the one of them I picked up. That's cool. But I've got to put it in such a place where it kind of fits in. I'm obstructed my backside. Alright, let's try a different one. Right. I mean, how cool does that look? Do you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if any of you have been to Black Gang Chine on the Isle of Wight, but when I was really younger, I went real. I'm talking about. I mean, younger. At least, you know, like 6 or 7. I went to Black Gang Chine. Black Gang Chine, yeah, in the Isle of Wight, and it just reminds me a lot about that. Really, no. Actually, no. I'm lying. Dreamland in Margate. Still exists nowadays, but Dreamland at Margate kind of, yeah, that's why I found my love of Dodgems. Or bumper cars, or whatever we call them nowadays, as I was so pointed out by someone. You know who you are. That's all I'm saying. You know exactly who you are. Okay, let's place an entrance. Let's go actually inside the building. I'm going to take a wild guess that's going to be the entrance. Well, that's the entrance with the other thing, doesn't it? And there's the exit. Okay, let's connect paths, right. That one. Oh, I like to select that to grid. No, yeah, perfect. Let's do that bit, and then select to grid, and then yes, look at that. That means I can kind of keep it straight. Kind of keep it straight. Oh. Oh dear. No, it's not going to work that way, to be honest. I mean, I can do it there, but it's got to be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, it's been a pain. Right. That's as short as it will go. Oh well, it's a little bit of rough edges, but... And you've got people with OCD who've got to sit there and thinking, oh god, I can't do this, I can't watch this, because he's not putting the paths in straight. Well, did a gaff. My favourite word of all time. There we go. Yeah, nothing was straight in the Western in those days. Not even. Oh god. So derogatory. Long time no see, bud. Oh yeah, Adkins, yeah, long time no see. I've not been playing. Well, I have been playing Elite Dangerous, but I've not played it since December. I've not streamed it because it's as soon as you get VR and you play it in VR, you don't tend to want to play it on the flat screen because it just feels so much better in VR. But yeah, long time no see, buddy. How you doing? You good? You alright? Bloody hell, that made me jump. I say I wasn't going to swear, there's me saying, bloody hell. Typical British, eh? Right, what was I doing? That was it. More Western stuff, more Western rides. Right. Blueprints, no, was it rides? Sorry if I'm a bit, a bit not with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. As good as can be, buddy. As good as can be. I mean, you know, things happen in life and you just have to deal with them. You know. I'm just in that kind of chill out kind of mood. I say that every night. Every time I start this game up, I'm like, oh, I'm in a chill out mood. Let's get myself a cup of coffee, sit down, or get yourself a cup of tea if you like tea. About to speak. Sit down, relax, and just play. Put some good tunes on, just relax and play. Let's put my Oh, I'm trying to do the wrong path of that, aren't I? Okay. Right, that's that one done. And that one. I know it looks a bit odd. Fully aware it looks odd. But it'll look better once I start putting things in. I mean, come on, have a look at the fairy tale area. I mean, seriously. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to do the same with that one, but without the castle bits. So, well, I say it looks good. It probably looks absolutely shoddy to everyone else. But I don't care. I built a 430 meter high wood roller coaster. Are you the one? I'm just trying to think. I know I used someone's roller coaster the other day. I can't remember whose it was. Was it yours? Because I'm currently using one of the. I mean, this is the wooden roller coaster I'm using at the moment. But there is a roller coaster I actually. Where's it? Trek Rides. Because I actually do have a roller coaster that I got that I think someone sent to me. I'm pretty sure someone sent it to me. Panic at the parking lot. Right, crank start or Steam. That's got to be Steam. That reminds me of BioShock, if I'm honest. One of my favourite games. BioShock Infinite. As much as... Oh! Thank you, information, Valentine. Thanks for the follow. I know exactly who that is. I'm not saying a thing. Oh! Poo. There we go. There's the buzzer. I just heard it go ping. So I've got everything set up in front of me. I mean, seriously, everything kind of. I've got my tablet set in front of me. My two tablets here, you know, with everything on that one, everything on that one, so I can control stuff. And the music on that one. So that's you lot. This is me. And oh. If you ever do streaming and you haven't got a second screen, well, I do, but use your tablets or use your phone. I mean, come on, just easier. I don't think being into Fortnite. Like, oh right. Oh dear. Oh dear, goodness. Oh dear. Someone's been into Fortnite recently. Did I just do that? Yeah, I did. You really got me out. What's it? Yep, I know. Ah, dear. Fortnite though. I mean, I can see. I can see. I can see why Fortnite's popular. I mean, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. I actually purchased Fortnite. I actually paid money for Fortnite when it was in beta. I got access to the beta, and it was more along the lines of Do you know what? I'm not a biggest fan of just it being open, so what I'll do something with that. I actually purchased Fortnite when it was a beta, and it wasn't the big kind of battle royale mode it is today. It was more along the lines of meet up your friends, build a fort, defend your fort against oncoming waves of zombies, and I was into big zombies things. I posted it to you for the campaign, not what I was expected at all. Okay, so hang on, sorry. I may have sent you something, not sure. I've got to Renegade Raider and played since day one. Right. Renegade Raider. Information relative says I purchased it too for the campaign, not what I expected at all. I actually quite enjoyed the campaign. I will admit something though, I am terrible when it comes to campaigns and actually completing them. Because I tend to lose, I don't know about you peeps, but I tend to lose when the game just gets, it just kind of like drags on and you're like, alright, I'm bored of this now, I want to play something else. I mean, it's just like, it happens to me more often now than it did a few years ago. Now, the reason behind that is, I think that I just, some games just don't entrap me like they used to. I mean, what was the game that I kind of played that really got to me? Recently, I think it was Wolfenstein, The New Order. Great game. Okay, pick it up on like CD keys or even that wouldn't become G2A. I mean, they're scum. But CD keys, if you can get Wolfenstein, you like first-person shooters and you like kind of proper story, pick Wolfenstein up. It's really good. Hashtag not an ad. Seriously. Hashtag not getting paid for that. Right, what was going to do something with this around here because I'm not quite happy with it just being completely bare open. So, no, actually screw it. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. I will do that. Yes, save the world. Well, if you think about it, how many times have gamers saved the world? Very specific there. It just updated that. When did you send that one? Oh, great. I was thinking the other day. I know. I was thinking. I saw someone wearing a t-shirt the other day. I mean, I'm wearing an awesome t-shirt. Come on. I mean, look at it. Don't you read it? There seems to be no sign of intelligent life. I was thinking about this the other day. Oh, so my mind's just gone. Hang on. Gotta have a grand carousel. Yeah, I was thinking the other day, right? I saw someone wearing a t-shirt when I was walking down the street, and I thought that was an awesome t-shirt. But it's not entirely true. Is something about zombie apocalypse, and every game is looking forward to a zombie apocalypse, or something along the lines of. Now, I think in a way, yeah, that'd be cool. However, the reason I wouldn't like it is within a few weeks we would run out of the most important resource on this earth, and that we would have to try to make it ourselves. Now, I don't know if any of you guys watch The Walking Dead, but I do. Now, everyone, unless you're a freak, loves this resource, unless you're a freak. And it is cheese. Everyone loves a bit of cheese. I won't say the word, I'm off to it. Adkins. Sweet dreams. Take care. I'll have a drink on you, buddy. Anyway. Everyone will run out of cheese. Okay? Within a few weeks. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie... I can't remember the movie name. What's the movie name? I can't remember it now. You know, the one with oh, zombies, and they're trying, the bloke's trying to find the Twinkies. Oh, Zombieland, that's it. It's the same thing with Zombieland. I mean, you know, there's that bloke who likes Twinkies. He's like, give me those Twinkies. Zombieland 2 coming out soon. Am I gonna go watch it in the movies? Probably not. Am I just gonna watch it at home? Yeah, more likely. Right. I'm quite happy that I don't. What I tend not to do is have too many rides. Ooh, hello. Vessel. Vessel. Actually, let's see what the Steam Workshop's has got for me. See, that's a better one. And ah, look, even Mason's even saying goodnight to Atkins. Yeah, I mean, what I used to do, I mean, if you're new to my streamings, I used to stream a lot of Elite Dangerous, hence it's got an Elite Dangerous theme. And if you don't know what Elite Dangerous is, it is a space simulator kind of game. And it is... let's close that. Escape that. It is... oh, no. It is quite complex. I mean, you've got to really be into it to play, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. But yeah, it's a... so I'm just trying to find all these. Right, blueprints are the ones pre-made, customs are the ones you make yourself, right? It's like I don't know if any of you are old enough. When I was younger, there was a game called X-Wing vs TIE Fighter, and it was an awesome game, brilliant game on the PC, IBM PC, I should say. And it came on like, I don't know, 8 or 9 floppy disks, and you could pick it up in the old stores nowadays. I can't remember what the store's called. My mind's gone. And when I was a lad, shut up. Oh God, my mind's just gone. Anyway. Anyway, when yeah, anyway, Elite Dangerous, that's what I was talking about. So it's like kind of, if you wanted to go out exploring something, if you saw, oh wait, hang on, that's a cool place to fly over. Because what I used to do on, oh God, that doesn't really fit in really, does it? I used to kind of, oh, just on Steam, didn't I? I'm just trying to think, unless, don't seem to want to make my own. Right. I don't think... hang on a second, let me just check something. Just old tab for a second. It's got to be a bit weird for you seconds, so... 5 items complete. Oh, that's why. Update required. It's because it's not downloading all the thingies, that's why it's not showing up in game. This is probably why. Right, so if we go back into the game, go to Blueprint. There they are. Anyway. If you wanted to go explore a system, I mean, on X-Wing you couldn't really, but I used to think, wait, hang on, if I set my X-Wing fighter to that position, that trajectory, and just hit full throttle and just left it, I could. Bear in mind, I was about 10 at the time, so that was, yeah, going on 20 years, but never worked. But on Elite Dangerous you can go for exploration, but you've got to set a path. And even then it's really quite complicated. Right, what am I doing with this? Right, I am going to press X for that. Because I like to... Okay, let's... Green circle, round level, start 3-meter queue for stairway. I'm going to completely ignore what he's saying and do it myself. Right, is it? Yeah, I thought it might be. Okay. Blue. And let's rotate it a little bit. So it's kind of facing more in. Right, I get it now, so that's the stairway. Let's bring it down a little bit more. Oh, I am going to change the ground colour as well. Quite a bit of that. Right. So, ooh. That's the exit path, isn't it? So. Okay, cool. When I was a lad. See, I get the Mickey out taken out of me on here as well. The only problem with this game, it tends to freeze when you're doing a lot, even with 16 gigs of RAM. DDR4. I'm back. Never mind. Welcome back. I think Adkins. You just want to be popular. That's what it is. Everyone wants to talk to you. Adkins, if you're having trouble sleeping, buddy, why don't you just put the stream on in the background on your phone, for example, and just leave it running, and just let the soothing sound of my voice let you sleep, drift off to sleep. Actually, I found a really good way of actually getting to sleep, and that is, so I have trouble sleeping sometimes, and the best way to get me to sleep is if I'm in bed and I can't sleep because I don't know, I finished work or something's playing on my mind, which, you know, often happens. There's always something on my mind. I'm always thinking of something. Yeah, I'm having trouble sleeping. What you could try, I've got different methods of trying. And none of them dodgy, I know what some of you think. I actually put earphones in, both ears, you know, the proper inner earphones, and listen to rain on the car roof, for example, and think to myself, am I in a, you know, I'm in a car here, but I'm in a nice comfortable car, if that makes any sense, with a bed in it. I have no idea where this path is meant to be going, so it's meant to be coming out of there. Oh, right, no, it's meant to go up there, isn't it? Right, let's give myself. So yeah, I know it's a bit weird, that one. AirPods. Thing is, the only problem with AirPods, not that I'm bragging that I've got some, because I don't, is the problem that I've seen with them is that they don't last that long, do they? But you're the expert. Do they last long? Yeah, at least you won't strangle yourself on wire. Surprisingly not, because what I tend to do, no. Okay, what I tend to do is I actually do have a cable somewhere. Just turn my controls. Aha, right. Okay. I'm using my original webcam as an example here. Alright, okay. So check, that's the cable. Then where my fingers are the earbuds. What I tend to put them around the back of my head and put them in and then plug them into the device. Won't strangle yourself. Because when you lie down, you don't do a full rotation, you don't sleep, you don't roll onto your front normally. And then you don't roll again, even if you've got a king size bed like me. What you tend to do is tend to kind of roll one side, back, roll the other side, so you won't end up strangling yourself. It actually works quite well. I was surprised. Don't ask me how I know, I just know this stuff. I think it's because of trial and error, to be honest. Mostly error. Oh, it's going up. No, no. Pointing upwards now. But yeah, what I tend to do, like I said, is listen to a bit of like rain or something like that, just white noise. Podcasts are normally pretty good to listen to as well. If you've got Spotify, they do some really good podcasts on there. Rooster Teeth podcast is a really good one. The Rooster Teeth podcast. It's not calming as such, but it just kind of, what's the word? It kind of takes your mind off stuff. This is not working out well. This path is gonna be a There we go. Yeah, so I tend to, yeah, they last, hang on. Yeah, they last 10 hours a day, and the case shows into one to go. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, it depends how long you sleep for, really. I mean, on average, people sleep 8 hours. Pardon me, 6 to 8 hours. But it all depends on if you've had enough sleep, and I mean, me, I just miss out on sleep half the time. Despite the fact that I work nights, I do miss out on a lot of sleep, because what normally happens is I'll wake up middle of the day and I'm hungry and I have something to eat, which, as you know, can be detrimental to sleep because food wakes you up. So, but that's one way to get sleep, is listen to a podcast. You know, that's what I do anyway. And it gets, you know. Or, if you don't want to do that, is do a mental exercise. I don't care if people have to walk through the rocks. I'll clean up in a minute. And the mental exercise is really quite easy. You actually, if you know a story off the top of your head, that's perfect. But you actually make up a story of yourself in it. For example, you would start off in a room, in a box room, completely bare room. Okay, and in this box room, you have a look. Okay, I'm off to bed. Alright, bud. Alright. Well, I'm going to keep talking to you anyway. So, because obviously you can catch up with this up on YouTube. Cottage. Sorry. Anyway, so you put yourself in the box room. Completely bare room. I mean, you can have grids in this room. I mean, I think of myself in a big white room. Right? And in this room, a door appears. You walk through the door, and then you're outside. But you're outside, but you make it out yourself. You make out the road. You make out there's grass on each side. There's trees above you, right next to you, running all the way down this long road. And I would think in my head at this point, hang on, I've been on this road before because I drive down this road quite regularly. And then you keep thinking along those lines. You keep thinking, right, if I was start walking down this road, I'd end up somewhere else. And then you tend to build the story up, and by the time you've eventually got to some place, you're normally asleep. So, yeah, what are those? Right, but yeah, it's a quite a decent exercise to do if you can't sleep. I mean, you know, because the idea of getting to sleep. Let's edit this part. What is that? That was a circle. Let's get rid of that circle. Right. The idea of trying to get to sleep is not trying to think of sleep, but let your mind wander and not think about the time. So as soon as you're aware of the time, you're awake, because numbers will keep you awake. Another way of doing it is, everyone's seen the Headspace commercials that you get on YouTube nowadays. And I thought, you know what, I'll try it, see what it's like. And they say, you think of a monkey in a cage, is your mind. And this monkey's rattling in a cage all the time. Your challenge is to try and get that monkey to relax in your mind. And I don't mean by think of a banana and giving it a banana because everyone knows that giving a banana to a monkey doesn't actually work. Giving a banana to someone called Valentine, learning how Dr. Alpine needs the children. Go. Okay, I'm not allowed to swear. Anyway, given this banana, doesn't work. But the fact is that you're trying to think of ways of relaxing. You're trying to relax your brain, helps you sleep. But ultimately, and this is my final one, Nuketown, that's what I'm going to use, yeah. If you can't sleep, this is what I do. I don't bother. I'll just get up and I'll just leave it. I'll just have to have some strong coffee or a nap at work. And yeah. But to be honest, I work with some good people. And I can always ring them up at any point. Oh, you sassy tonight. Oh, you sassy. You can. I work with some really good people, and even talking to someone, I mean, I'm in a vehicle most of the time. I'm driving around most of the time. I'm responding to stuff most of the time. So, alright, he's actually laid a path out for me to actually. Oh, God. That's a complicated path. Anyway. Do you know what? Actually, let's test this ride before I start it. Let's actually test it. Let's see what this ride is like. Let's go to the. Oh God, yep. Let's go. Stay in the seat. So you say, plus I like bananas. Okay. Anyway, your mind, like I said, is trying to relax this monkey, and you have to try everything in your mind to relax the monkey. So you think the brain is a monkey, and you just kind of keep that up. And by the time you realise you're falling asleep, you're already gone. This looks like quite. Has anyone been to like Chesterton World of Adventures or somewhere where they've got a runaway train? I mean, this is just like it. I've been to oh god, a few years ago I went to Disney World, Disneyland, Paris, and I was sat right at the very front, as in like car number 1, as in here, right? And right about here in the top left hand corner there was the camera when you ride around, and the bit of the train, the arch of the train itself, just took the picture, and we had a picture of most of the train, and that was it. And a little bit of us. Yes, Chesterton's the best. I haven't been in years. I do want to go back. I'd love to go to Alton Towers. I would love to try and go to Alton Towers. But I think, I think I may have to. Right. I think I may have to try. Okay. I can delete the arrows after I do the paths. So, let's do the Q path. Let's do the nice awkward one first. Alright, so. Alright, okay, up. That way. Where's the next arrow? Are you kidding me? Right, okay, fine. But that's not gonna work, is it? Unless it goes... Whose idea? Look, that's not gonna work. Unless, here we go. Let's try this. Because make it thinner. Hang on, I'll read that in a second. Give me a second. Hang on. I'm American, so I don't know what it is. What that is. Oh. What do you mean? You don't know what it is. Oh, Chessington. Chessington is a theme park near London. Hang on. I'll show you. Hang on. Chessington. I can't spell tonight. World of Adventures. It is near Leatherhead, yeah. Yes, I know. I'm using an older version of Chrome because I haven't updated my Chromium on my. Chessington World of Adventures is a theme park. It's an older theme park with not a lot massive amount in it, but you know, there's a map for you. It's got a zoo as well. It started off as a zoo, Chester World of Adventures, and then it turned into a theme park. So the zoo had a few rides, then it just expanded in it. So that's what Chesterton is. And this path is not going to do anything. I think I may have to abandon this one. Maybe not. I was like 8 at the time. I went to Alton Towers, but I was like 8 at the time. I went. Oh right, okay, come on, yeah. But I went to Alton Towers about 4 years ago. They have theme parks basically like Universal and Disneyland, so not as big. I've been to Universal Studios. I've been to Disneyland. Disneyland Paris. Not been to Disney World. Just point that out. It's Disney World's the one in America, isn't it? Just pointing that out. Oh, I'm rich. Rather in much. Gloating there. So I've been to every theme park and beach in America. I've been to a zoo, surprisingly. Really? You've never been to a zoo? I love zoos. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love zoos? I mean, I'd love to go to a zoo. I've been to Disneyland or Universal. Alright. I want to go to a theme park now. Even after playing this, I want to go to a theme park because this is like... This is just like, you know, you kind of sit there and you kind of think, how are these rides made and how bloody awkward is this queuing system? I'm trying to go that way. Screw it. Let's go that way. Let's do that way. But yeah, I think that's on everyone's bucket list is go to like Disneyland or Universal Studios. However, this is the strangest thing. I don't know if anyone else thinks this. When you get to a, it might just be me, but when you get to a theme park, you think to yourself, right, I'm here. I don't particularly want to be here for too long. Because there are too many people, and B, it just kind of stresses me out. That could just be me. Right, hang on. I rode an elephant. Really? How big was the elephant? I'm joking. I'm so sorry. I've never. Do you know what? I say I've never seen an elephant in real life. But I'm not entirely sure on that one because I went to a very dodgy circus when I was younger. So I could have seen an elephant. This is all before, you know, they thought having elephants in the circus were cruel. But yeah, it's just one of those things. One of those. Oh, this is going to intersect with that, isn't it? God, this spent about 5 minutes on this path. I will not be beaten by a stupid path. Right. I love to go to these parks. No, but feel the same about theme parks. Yeah. I mean, I love the thing. It's beginning to turn into games. I love the feeling of a game. Kind of the story behind the game, but not playing the game. Unless it's a game like this where I can just chill out and play, which is what we're doing. Maybe I'm just getting old. I know someone would say I'm old, but does it look like I did a gaff? There you go. I think we're getting too close to that path. That's what it is. Yeah. All right. It's the same in every Disney. I don't know if you would need to ride. I don't know if you'd need to ride a plane 13 hours, at least 10 to 6 or 10 to 1, or 9 feet. Not too sure. Yeah, I would have to ride a plane for that amount of time. I mean, I love traveling. I would love to travel abroad, but I don't want to travel abroad, if that makes any sense. Especially with the world and its current climate. Not my thing. I will not be beaten by this path. I've come too far for this. Right, let's see it from a different angle. Right. Hey, I said nothing about it recently. Oh, what are you insinuating? Ah, right, the age. Gotcha. I knew that. Just checking. Just checking. No, but there we go. A lot of my colleagues, I don't say a lot of my colleagues, but a couple of my colleagues just call me old. They said I'm nearly dead, one of them said. And I said, oi, you're the one with kids, mate. He says, yeah, well, yeah. I said, well, there you go, okay. I will not be beaten by this stupid pathway. I mean, seriously, this is just... Hang on. In America, we've got a lot of alcoholics. We do have that too. At least not DUI, not 8 DUI the rest of the week. Probably more in England, actually, if you think about it. Because of, what do you call it? Oh, I don't know about American law. In America, right? Well, in England, we've got a new law that's came in. It's not old. I mean, it's a fair number of years old, but it's not as it didn't used to be as detectable as it once used to be. I'm not making any sense on that one. And it was driving under the influence of drugs. Now it used to be the point where they would have to do a sobriety test at the side of the road, but now they've got kits. These kits that you just swipe onto someone's tongue a couple of times and then throw it and then put it in a bag, and if it turns blue, that means there's a type of drug in the system. But in England, you know, the detection rate's gone up. But what's it like in America? Can you drive whilst drinks? How would you got to be to drink down there? 18. Yeah, like I said, you got to be 18 years old. However, if you go into a shop, there's a thing called Challenge 25. So if you look 25 and older, you won't get challenged. you look 25 and younger, you do get challenged. You get asked for ID, which is brilliant. Not so good for me. So I used to be like, gotta check my ID, gotta check my ID. I used to get out. I used to get my one out. I was like, hey, you know. But it doesn't happen so much anymore. To the point I actually get out and I just want them to ask me. But I'll tell you one thing though. I bought an energy drink the other day. A Monster energy drink. You've got to be a certain age to buy them. And it's a Challenge 25 thing. So, and I go to the self-service checkout, which is, you know, walk up to it, scan yourself and put it in the thingy. And it says, verification needed. So a little light blinks, and that's when one of the staff members come over. They scan their thingy and press a button. And this button, it comes up with two things. Not underage, person's underage, and person clearly looks over 25. And it always depresses me when they say person clearly looks over 25. I'm like, thanks. Appreciate that. I still don't have any grey hair. I say that, I'll probably have a couple of strands here and there. Right. That's Nuketown Road. Right, let's go around deleting those. No. Oh. Right, I know what they've done. They've connected that to the... Gotcha. But yeah, you've got to be 18 over here to drink Adkins. But kids still drink. I think thinking about it, the age that you can give a child a drink in your own home is 10 or 11, somewhere along there. In America, here in America, kids buy energy drinks and drink them every day. Hey Shaman, how you doing, buddy? Checking on me. Yeah, I'm still here, buddy. Drink in America. Yeah, I don't drink any drinks every day. I mean, because it kind of, if I have energy drinks constantly, it kind of gives me a chest pain. It's not heart palpitations or anything like that. It's obviously cardio, but it's more along the lines of, I would say it kind of plays with my gallbladder, which is about here, and it causes me pain in the top right hand side of my chest, and it's not pain. It's not like spiky pain that you get when you hurt yourself. It's a very dull pain, and it's constant, and it just wears. It's a bit like having a toothache. If you've ever had a toothache, oh my god, I've had a toothache, and it just kind of wears you down. And I'm just like, it just weighs you down. You just want to just like scream at the end of it. And when I had a really bad toothache once, and this is before I seen the dentist after 20 years. Long story about that. It was, yeah, it kind of, you just want to scream at the end of it. I've seen a 12-year-old buy a beer. That's Greece. I'm not the Greece one yet. 12 years old buy a beer. You often wonder, you gotta wonder to yourself, why? I mean, everyone loves to drink here and there. And I completely understand it. I really do. But if you start drinking at 12, just think how bad you're gonna be if you find drinking helps with, you know, it doesn't at all. I mean, as much as drinking is, some people enjoy drink, it just doesn't help in the long run, especially if you're 12 years old and you're buying a beer. God, that's bad. That is real bad. The ones I get. I've had it before when I was younger. In England, they sell cigarettes called Richmonds. And everyone's heard of this. Everyone. There you go. everyone who's heard of Richmond sausages and Richmond cigarettes. Now, don't beat me to the funny part here. Ah, cheers, Adkins, for hosting me. Really appreciate it, buddy. Excuse me. That's better. Right. Now, I think I was 18 at the time, and I was going into a place called Summerfield. I know Summerfield doesn't exist anymore. No co-op. I was going to a place called Summerfield, and there was, some kids hanging outside. This is about 7:30, so 30 minutes before Summerfield actually closed. And Summerfield, in case you didn't know, is a food shop, but they've got a counter where they sell cigarettes and other things. And this kid comes up to me, "Oi, mate, here's £10. I can't remember how much cigarettes were back then. He's like, some money. Could you buy me some? I know 10 Richmond." So yeah, I said, yeah, sure, not a problem. I went in there, brought a pack of 10 Richmond sausages, gave it to him, gave him the change and walked off. He was not happy, as you probably have guessed. Oh my god, the memories. I actually worked at Summerfield. That's a thing. I worked at Summerfield when I was younger, when I was 16. Fresh out of school and in college. Right. Rebel. I've got a runaway train. I've got 2 runaway trains. So let's have a look at the Steam Workshop, see if there's any more runaway trains, shall we? Let's get rid of Chessington World of Adventures. I've got Western up. Okay, so if any of you see anything, just let me know in the chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, but I actually worked at Summerfield before they changed the uniform. The uniform when I worked there was a white shirt, name badge. It was a clip-on tie. It was a grey clip-on tie and black trousers. This is before they changed it. Because they had a uniform which is much like Co-op, which is a black kind of Cedar Point is favourite. I can't get another one of those in. I'll see the point. Oh right, and not the road. Okay. Anyway, so and then I can't remember when I left, but as soon as I left, they changed the uniform to a black polo top, and it actually looked pretty smart. It did. However, the ladies' uniform. There's something to be desired now. Let's check this. Yeah, the ladies' uniform was God, what was it? It was like a dress thing. I have a feeling I've just put that down there somewhere, haven't I? No, I haven't. It just right. This is a different one altogether. The ladies' uniform was it was like a long dress thing. It was an ugly kind of nurse's colour. It was like a bluish colour with little other blue specks all over it. And it was like a tunic kind of thing, from what I remember. Then again, I didn't wear the females uniform. That's why I can't remember it as well. But shut up before someone says anything, because I know for a fact that some people will say something. I know a certain person would. Right, where's the entrance on this one? Right, okay, the queuing system's there, hasn't even got time. God, the amount of detail on this one. Cedar Point theme park. I've heard of Cedar Point only from this game. And that is because there is a Cedar Point ride. It's a ride in the roller coaster section, if I remember correctly. Oh, that's in the section of that train. There we go. Cedar Point. It's weird. I'm sitting in this. Thank you very much. Anyway, it's weird because we both drive on different sides of the road. Yeah, because you drive on the right, which is not correct. We drive on the left, which is correct. And there's a reason that we drive on the left. One of the reasons is, once a train goes past, is, in England, most of us are right-handed. Now, we used to sit on horses, well, on kind of carriages which were horse-drawn. And to get a horse to move, obviously you're far away from them, but you'd whip them. Now, if you were on the right-hand side of the road, you'd be closer, you know, your right hand would be closer to the footpath and you would accidentally whip the people who are walking along. But because we drive on the left, our right hand is in the middle of the road, so the only way we're going to hit someone is if we hit the other driver. So when you're riding along, you've got the stirrup, got the rein, sorry, and you're whacking them with that. That's one of the reasons. What side of the road was the... Yeah, Adkin, what side of the road was the elephant? And where did you ride this elephant? And what was her name? If it was a her. Oh god, I'm so gonna get shot for saying something like that. Let's go back to 3 meters. But yeah, that is basically one of the ways that why we drive on the left. I was about to say drive on the right. As to the Americans who drive on the left, drive on the right. Yeah. So, I can't believe that one comedian I just don't know. Yeah, I was just going to say, that's one of the reasons. There are so many different reasons, and I cannot remember all of them, why we drive on that side. I think it's one of them was to do with Napoleon. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that one. But since we're here, actually, why would help I clicked on it? Why do we drive? See if on the left, there you go. Swordsmen prefer to keep their left in order, right arm nearer to the opponent. So that's good. Right, yeah, so almost the same, really, but I went with the whipping thing. But yeah, the right hand side. Yeah, gotcha. There you go. If you didn't read that, I'll read it out to you. Basically, we used to ride on the left with the swords on our right, because if we came approaching an enemy, we were attacking the right hand, and yeah, you get it. But I hope you do, because I'm not explaining it again. I'm the worst person for explanation. Why is that closed? Is the path not? I should need to test it, do I? Pardon me. Okay, what am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, thank God for Control Z. What am I missing from this one? Demolition, advanced. Let's set it for testing anyway. Right. Apparently, is that connected? That is connected. At least I hope it is. It's connected. What? Can I open ride design test? Right, you need to test the ride before you open it. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay. Alright, okay, I've got an idea. It's such a shame. The sword thing is also why traditionally women walk on the opposite side of the sword, so their dresses wouldn't get ripped apart from it. I think it also applies to how they walk down the aisle in the weddings as well. I think it is. I think you're right there. I think you're right. I can hear crows coming. Hang on, let's just listen. Oh, maybe not. No, okay, maybe not. Right. This area, this park, is not really popular. Now, why is it not popular? Check the rest of my park. Because they haven't defined the actual line itself, and they have to walk all the way around that. That's a really bad mechanic. That is. I might need to close that station and turn the pass around. Really, don't sound surprised that might be right. Just give me a second, actually. Just texting. Okay, right. I'm back. Right. So, yeah. I'm allowed to be surprised. Because I'm not normally right. Right, I've got to put something in here. And I've got to do something with this area here. But I've also got to put some other things as well. I do want to change that path on that one. So, let's go back to... drinking, being cool about it. Right. I got this and I didn't put it in, so I'm putting it in now. And I'm gonna stick it in. I'm gonna stick it in. Boom, boom. Right. Make it a bit lower. Red, bring it back a bit. Monte Leon. Okay. I'm going to test that. I'll set that to testing. And as for this, can I open that now? Yes, I can. Boom, boom. Careful you stick it. Haha. Right. Okay. In we go. Oh god, this is going to be a... Why? Why do people do that? Just means I have to do extra work on these paths. So I'll skip that song. I can't stand that song. Ugh. Walk simulator. There we go. There we go. I just wish that you could easily just... What was that? Fair enough. Hey, Adkins, if you're still there, I'm playing Elite Dangerous. Space. The final. Oh, that was it. As you all know, I'm a big Trekkie fan. You know, I love a bit of Star Trek. Who doesn't? I mean, you know. Everyone knows the entry to Star Trek, you know, space, you know, the Next Generation, you know, where Captain Picard goes, or whatever his name is. Yeah, it's Picard, isn't it? Where he goes, space, the final frontier. Oh, well, I was talking to a friend of mine. Say friend very loosely. Talking to a friend of mine, and he was just saying to me, if you change space to women, You can see where it comes out with here. Women, final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship. I'm not going to finish that because that's just no. Because when it gets to the end bit, to boldly go when no man has gone before, that can be interpreted in so many ways. Oh dear, right, okay, I'm quite happy with that so far. Let's do sceneries. But first, let's sort out this bloody train. Means I'm going to have to... I'm trying to think in my head how am I going to do this. I think I'm going to have to do it that way. So, station 3. Station 2. If I close down station 2. It's this one here. If I do... I need to close that whole thing, don't I? And then hit edit track. Click on this one. In this second. Hit speed and exit speed fun. Okay, right. I need to click on the station. Careful where you stick it. Where is it? There we go. Move exit. If I move the exit to about here, move the entrance to about here, close it, paths, queuing path, that one. No, that's what the problem I had last time. Then what I will do is actually change that station to entry right, exit left. So that's the entry, so God, this is confusing. Hang on. Right, okay. I think. I'm pretty sure that's it. Not quite sure. Place entrance. Yeah, okay. Got the right answer. So what I can do is now I can do this, put that there, close that, get my pass out, close out, go to that one, select the grid because I'd used the grid for this, mostly anyway. Right, get the grid off. Looks a bit weird, but and careful where you stick it. Right. Get some asphalt. Put there. It's gonna go straight into that, isn't it? Okay, let's try. Can I? Do you think I can? No, I wouldn't get away with that. I know I wouldn't get away with that. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I'm fully aware. Fully aware that my theme park is not disabled friendly. Before you say anything. Right. And then we'll bring that down. No. Bring it up a bit because I'm not happy with that. fact, let's go up a bit more. Okay, now bring it. No. It just happens to see that there's a bigger queue for the train. That's a better way of doing it. Granted, it doesn't look particularly neat, but typical. Right. Alright, so right, so that's the train bit done. I'm quite happy with that train now. I mean, that means people now get onto the train by going up the queue and down. Yeah, it means people can get off the train as well. So, I do 248 guests because of park management. Let's increase the guest amount. $600. See, look, 97. This park's amazing. There's good things about the park, but overall about average. F you then. Right. The only problem about this game is if you get a lot of guests, because each guest is individually got their own individual, what do you call it, AI, package AI. It kind of eats away at the CPU. And I've got a Ryzen 5 in this. So it's got a very powerful CPU, but even then it still slows it down. Frame rate wise, so if you get a really big park with a lot of people in it, frame rate goes out the window. It doesn't stay at the lovely, luscious 60 Hz. Right. But before, hang on. That's cool. Yeah, I'm so having that. So having that in this place. I mean, look at that. But before I do that, I do need to get a guest area. Seats and stuff like that. But I'll do that in a minute. A dents around a Mexican hat. A dents, and that's the end of that. So racist. But that looks pretty cool. That's like a little proper restaurant. So I've got to adjust myself. There you go. There we go. Haha. No, I wanted like. I forgot I got more paths, haven't I? Sound. There we go. Let's have like a. There we go. Nope, it's not the same as that. There we go. Alright. Nice little restaurant. Cool. Quite happy with that little restaurant. I do like these little shops and facilities. I mean, I have made some myself, but there are so many more people who are more talented than me at this than me. However, I do try. I mean, I will have to sit one day, just sit down with the editor and just build. I mean, that would be nice. I don't think I'll stream that though. I don't know. I probably might do. Caribbean staff building. Don't really fancy the Caribbean staff building. Pooh. It's 3:15. Just thinking to myself, it's 3:15. And I haven't got much drink left. I say I haven't got much drink left. I've got loads of drink left. It's just over by the fridge. And in this case, the fridge is too far. That looks cool. What I might do is stick that about. No, actually, it's got some things that are useful in that. I don't know. Careful where you stick it. I did say that I'm going to have a bit of piratey going on as well. Which is more along this way, I feel. Because boats, Pirates Caribbean. Good movies there. Not seen the most recent one though. So I just got a message. I hear men ain't too good at no. Well, you say men ain't good, and men ain't good at navigating. Well, men are better at English. Oh dear. I have like a boaty theme over this way, really. That's what happened to the last one. That's shouting. That what? No. That one. No. Oh. Do you know what? Rotate it 180. Oh God. That's two places. Sleeping dyslexic. Shh. No excuse. No excuse. If I can play this game when I'm sleepy, which I am at the moment, you've got no excuse. Okay, and you know who you are. That's a bit mean, actually, thinking about it. Ah, well. Oh, God. Ah, the worst part is I'm out of drink. I need someone to come here and fill this up. Any takers? No, didn't think so. Did not think so. I've already got one of those. Pirate toilets. Who made that? I think I made that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I didn't make that. Definitely did not make it. Because I have made some things on there, but that's not one of them. Definitely not one of them. Victorian Information Desk, Victorian Restaurant, Western Restaurant. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we got a little bit lower. Too low. I'm happy about that. That's really quite cool, actually. Oh, I wonder. Hang on. Water. I thought I could, but no, apparently not. Okay, see? Right, that's... I do want to try that ride, actually, thinking about it. Don't you? Anyone? No? I don't care. If I was there, I'd make you a drink, but I'm comfortable. I'd make you a drink, but I'm comfortable. Thanks. Alright. Do I go for a drink now? Do I not? Nah, I don't need a drink. Alright, okay, I'm gonna ride this. Let's choose a different car. There we go. One is just set off. A little bit further back. Who remembers theme park? Oh, not even theme park. Hang on. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I've done it on this Roller Coaster Tycoon original one. Or theme park. I think theme park was the original one who managed to get you to sit in the ride and see what it was like. Pardon me. I think it was theme park originally, and we thought it was amazing. But now it's just standard. If you're going to make a theme park game, you've got to have an option where you can sit in the ride. Yeah, it's average. So I've got runaway trains and all sorts. There's a few people there. What's happening over here? That merry-go-round actually closed. Okay. That's open. That's open. That's open. Is it just... Oh! Oh shit. That's probably why everyone's more interested in going over there to that one. Okay, let's change the operations now. Customize. What I might do then is utilize that path that I've started there to get to, for people to actually walk over there. So I don't know what you're thinking. It's not straight. And it's the wrong path. That's the one as well. There we go. Okay, now there is a length, big length, although it looks very flaccidy like. Flaccidy like. Ah, dear. I am gonna get banned from Twitch and YouTube one of these days. I swear. I mean, my first account was banned. I don't know how it was banned, but maybe because, yeah. Then again, I never streamed on it, so that's probably why. Why are you not? There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh. Obstruction. Obstruction. How? Okay, right. Okay, something seriously gone wrong here. Me and pass, we do not. Okay, up. Make it flat. Okay, and There we go. Right. Now, I've got this ugly path now. I have thought of the perfect thing to hide it with. Yes, indeed. I'm going to use this. And just have like a tunnel. The only thing is, I will have to put lights in this tunnel. Yeah. So now people have got an option to walk through instead. Okay, right. Which is what some of them are now using. It's a long walk. Because I built those bridges for a reason. Cool, right. Okay, let's start putting some scenery down. I'm not going to put any more lines down, but I'm going to put some scenery down. Oh, I love doing this part. Okay, so let's get to all. Let's go to filters. Prototype brand. No, not brand. Scenery theme. Western. I didn't put it there. It wasn't me. I just found it. Okay. I didn't think of it that way. But since we're here. Since we're in Raimi. Just double check on my mic because yesterday I streamed and I had no mic. Fair enough. I bet you're gonna fall asleep like that. Loads of people tend to fall asleep listening to some music and streaming. Maybe I should check my hair before coming on stream. Oh well. I need to get my hair cut, to be honest. It's long for me. There we go. Right, I need to put some chairs in, don't I? Otherwise I'm going to have vomit everywhere. So apparently these are meant to stop. I need to put some bins in. As you can see, my paths are filthy. Also need to put some lights in as well. This has some lights in here, but I don't know why I'm doing it in this pattern. The chairs, anyway. Is that not open? That is not open. Come on, get in there. It's not. There we go, it's now open. It's a good thing I did that. Hey, Shield Man. Oh, cheers for the heart, buddy. A melting heart. Oh, do I melt your heart? That's what it is. I'm just dotting these chairs around for the moment. That's not open as well. Let's open that one. I'm just concerned that Okay, let's go to park management. Attraction in the shops. broken down. Octopus. Unopened. Okay, let's put it on testing. Let's open that. Let's open that. Right. Silly me. There's me kind of putting rides in and not opening them. Scenery. That was what I was scenery, wasn't I? It's got Western. There's that train. I don't know if you've ever been to it, but has anyone ever been to Harry Potter World? Well, the Harry Potter Studios. I say Harry Potter World. No. Harry Potter Studios in oh, I can't remember what's it called, but yeah, near London. Because you know, just the locomotive on this train reminds me of, well, Harry Potter, really. In one. Let's go around and not finding any of these open, right? Oh yes, because I had that on testing, didn't I? Flying, isn't it called the Flying Dutchman? The train? I'm gonna have to Google this. Sorry. Flying Dutchman, Greenborough. No, that's a restaurant. There you go. I got advertisement on my stream. Flying Dutchman. No, it's a legendary ghost ship. Flying Dutchman. Oh right, yes, that's probably why. Flying Dutchman. This, yeah, got it. Pirates of the Caribbean. Yep, I know. Right, I'm hoping. Can I open the ride still untested? That's going to take a while to test. Oh, there you go. Say it's right. Bins. Put some bins on the path as well. Iron boiler. Where is everything? Ah! What's the rustic bin? There you go. I mean, the thing that really annoys me about bins, you know, like public bins, is the fact is that no one bothers emptying them half the time. And when you turn up to a bin and you've got some rubbish on it, you're like, well, I can't really get it in. You know, the bin's full. And what's the first thing that we do? We think, instead of telling someone, we're going to cram the bin in with our rubbish. I mean, I'm guilty of that. Turn up to a bin, it's full. I've got some rubbish on me. I want to get rid of that rubbish. I'll just force it into the bin. I do it at home as well. I've got a bin in my kitchen. Needs emptying. And, well, I'm currently playing, it feels like I'm playing, you know, Tetris, not Tetris, but, oh, what's that tower game? Jenga, that's it. Bin Jenga. And I know what you're thinking. If I don't get rid of the rubbish, I'll end up with fruit flies or flies around my kitchen. And well, I've had that issue. Not recently, where we've had fruit flies. Got rid of them. That's not a problem. It's a good way of getting rid of them. There's quite a few tricks. One of them is actually using vinegar in a bowl, covered by cling film with little holes in it. Red wine, it's a good one to get rid of. So, yeah. R3. Okay, so that's the start of it. I do want to do something with the background. I mean, that has got a castle background, so I want to kind of get a terrain. Yeah, I'll go for the tunnel with that. There we go. Just kind of a surrounding kind of area, really. Just kind of like say this is the Western world. This is like the pirates of Western. I mean, kind of all fits in the same thing, really. You know, like a hilly area. So you know, it doesn't go anywhere else but here. Oh, it's a worm. I've made a snake. I'm a snake. It's kind of the Rocky Mountains, not the Rocky Mountains, but I do need to sort out the paint again. I don't know. Yeah, I'll sort out the paint after I've done this. Yeah, 'cause look, that's got a rocky bit. So if I go... There we go. That, yeah, that's like almost perfect. That was like 10 frames a second, that was. Right, let's get that paint going. Okay, let's make the size of it bigger. There we go. Gives that kind of that Western feel. Is anyone using that path? A path. Right. Right, I'm going to leave that there for now because I am wanting to relax myself as well. I'm just going to chill out. So, it's been wonderful. It's been fun. You lovely people. Thank you for watching. Any ideas or anything like that, be free to tweet me. Take a picture of your screen and say you can put some trees here. I will do trees and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna jump offline and I'm going to just chill out for a little bit. Probably watch some YouTube, probably watch some other streamers, you know what's it like. And yeah. But saying that, I haven't got the track tuned up ready to go yet. So look after yourselves and each other. Take care.